Hello there guys, welcome to this extra special video which will walk you through and tell you about everything you're going to need to have your own bird room. First off, plan where you're going to have your bird room. You need it nice and sheltered from the wind and also from at least half a day's worth of sun. You don't want the sun beating down on your bird room all day, otherwise it's going to get scorching hot in the middle of summer. So nice and sheltered spot of the garden, guys. Next up is the actual bird room itself. I highly recommend getting a pre-built shed or a shed in pack form like we did. You just basically put the sides, the floor and the roof together, and then you can decide how you want to lay out your bird room. 12 by 6 foot is a perfect size, as you can get a lot of cages down the side, and then you've got lots of storage area and a nice space for flight cages and things like that. Next up, especially if you're going to be breeding birds in winter, you're going to need some form of insulation. I highly recommend using bubble wrap, as it's readily available, cheap, and it does a real good job. And then over the top of that, cardboard would be perfect, or if you can afford it, some PVC sheeting. And be sure to leave the little air vents open though at the top corners, otherwise there's not going to be any fresh air getting into your shed, your bird room. Some people like to use an extractor fan, and that's highly recommended if you can get that fitted in your bird room, and then it'll remove a lot of the humid air and a lot of the dust as well. I also highly recommend lino flooring, as it helps keeps the shed warm, and it's also very easy to clean up messes. Next up is lighting. You're going to need a combination of timed lights, especially if you're breeding in winter, and some solar powered lights for the night. Well, I recommend that anyway. I've got a nice little setup that I got from B&Q. Basically one large solar panel, and then you connect as many lights as you need to it, and they come on automatically when the shed lights go out. I have two very bright lights on a timer that makes them come on first thing in the morning and then go off last thing at night, just to give the birds plenty of light to feed their chicks properly and feed themselves and exercise properly. And you will need a night light in the bird room. That's what the solar power light is all about. They just about get enough charge in the winter. They're quite big panels that I've got, solar panels, to light the bird room for at least sort of 3 or 4 hours at night, get them through most of the night, so that if they do get disturbed then they can settle down quite easy. And for heating, I've got a nice little 60-watt tube heater. It does a brilliant job in combination with the insulation. It keeps the bird room around about 9 degrees above whatever the temperature is outside, so that's pretty good. Next up, you're going to need some nice breeding cages for budgies. You're going to need, I recommend anyway, the double breeding cages with the pull-out trays. You can put a divider down the middle, and they're excellent, and you can easily attach the nest boxes to the side. Just Dremel a hole through, and then I use a nut and bolt system to put the boxes onto the side. You're also going to need a flight cage, either to put spare breeding birds or to put your new baby budgies when they come out of the nest and they're ready to leave their parents. Next up, these are more advanced items for the bird room, but highly recommended. I've got one myself. It's called an air purifying system, and it decreases the amount of dust in the bird room by quite a lot. I noticed without it that within 1 or 2 days after cleaning, there would be dust everywhere. Birds, when they flap their feathers, the dust, their skin and their bits of feathers just goes everywhere, covers everything. But with one of these, dramatically it reduces the amount of dust that settles everywhere in the bird room. A problem that I'm noticing at the moment, because I'm breeding in winter, obviously the doors kept shut and things like that, I'm having a bit of a problem with dampness in the bird room, so I also recommend getting a dehumidifying system if you can afford one. Okay, so that's a lot of the main items covered, and next up I'm going to run you through some items that I have while I breed budgies and what I need in the bird room handy at all times. You're going to need some wood shavings to clean out the nest boxes. You're going to need fresh bottled water every day if you can, so that you can keep topping up the water feeders. You're going to need some spare paper towel, because you never know when you might need to clean up a mess. You're gonna need some cuttlefish bone and some iodine blocks in every single cage, so that you always got access to it. And you need to make sure you clean out the cages as often as possible. I try and do it at the latest once a week. Make sure you got, well, I use fresh sand with the grit in the bottom, and just make sure you keep on top of keeping the cages nice and clean and keeping the bird room nice and tidy. You see in this clip here, I've got a nice feeder hopper system that you remove the top and then you just put the seed in, and any spare seed just falls down into the pot below, but it can be quite messy. You need to keep on top of that. So there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been wanting to put it together for a while now. I finally sat down and managed to get this video done, and I hope it helps you guys out. What I'm going to do now is leave you with some best clips from the bird room to inspire you and hopefully make you want to get your own bird room. Okay, thanks a lot for watching guys, and enjoy the rest of the video. Got 4 eggs, bless her. I think she was the youngest of the females that I got. So let's have a look in here. Is she going to let me have a look? Yep, just 4 eggs. I'll give them a couple of more days. See what's going on with them later. Turn them out. Right, and now this female adult of this male here was only recently added and already put the light on. You can see we got, is that 4? Yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 babies. Let's have a good look. There you go. All doing okay? And then got to my favourite boy at the moment. He's absolutely adorable. And let's have a look what's going on in their box. 5 eggs, not hatched. Not sure whether they will hatch actually. And then if we go across, so that's those cages done. And this one. Now if we go over here, put the light on, and I'm going to show you how to clean the box out with the chicks in a moment, because this one needs doing. 3 healthy big chicks, their eyes are opening up. And then if we come down to this one, how many chicks have we got in here? Looks like we got 4. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3. I think there's 4. And 3 eggs still to go. So, and that's the green and blue. Okay. And then this boy's quite nice as well. Paired him with a yellow female. But if I just turn the light on, as you can see, no eggs yet. She's been very fussy. Only just started going in to the box, haven't you, Missy? So there you go. So we got 3 chicks in this box here, 4 chicks now in that one, 3 I think in this one, and then 1 each at the end. Not sure whether this box eggs are gonna hatch. Same with this one. But I will be keeping an eye, and in just a sec I'm going to show you how to clean the boxes out. On a tub with some nice wood shavings in there to keep them warm while they're in there. Put them in there, and then you can just place some nice clean wood shavings into the box. And the female's going to be a little bit confused because there's no babies in there at the moment, but you can see all nice and clean in there now. There are the babies back in the nice clean box. Here's a quick look at the canaries. separated at the moment because they were fighting the other day. The hen did start to build some kind of a nest, but I don't think she's too bothered at the moment. Could be a little bit longer, hopefully not too much longer before she builds a nest. So let's have a look. A little bit of a mess there, excuse that. So that's a look at the bird room at the moment. You can see the cages there. And then I'll show you some of my babies from the aviary that are waiting to be rehomed at the moment. There's a beautiful one with a little bit of a yellow strike in his head. We've got a green one here. And then these ones at the top, they're my spare females at the moment. And that was the poorly female from about a month ago. She wasn't too well when trying to lay an egg, so she's in here for now. And there's 2 more babies there. Okay guys, so that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching, take it easy, look after yourself, and I'll see you next time.